WWE took some major steps towards solidifying the card for Bad Blood this week. 4 new matches have been made official, with a 5th match pending for the WWE Women's Championship. Nia Jax is going to be defending her title against either Bayley or Naomi. We're going to find out this Friday because there's going to be a tag team match. Bayley and Naomi against Nia and Tiffany Stratton. If the babyfaces win, the one who scores the winning fall gets to challenge Nia for the title. But if they lose, the one who eats the pin must leave SmackDown forever. I think Bayley gets her rematch. Meanwhile, Adam Pearce made it official. CM Punk will wrestle Drew McIntyre inside Hell in a Cell on that show. This was the entire point of bringing Bad Blood back in the first place, to commemorate the anniversary of the very first Hell in a Cell match of Bad Blood. I think that match should close the show. I think that this feud has been going on long enough and has been a big enough deal on this show to where the blow-off being inside the cell, I think it would be an appropriate close to the show. But WWE can make a strong case for the other big match that was confirmed for Bad Blood. After Cody Rhodes beat Solo Sikoa in their steel cage match on Friday night, Roman Reigns returned to come to Cody's aid again from a Bloodline beatdown. Solo, later in the show, issued the challenge to a tag team match, with he and Jacob Fatu taking on Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Cody, at first, refused. He said that he was done with the Bloodline. He told Nick Aldis, "They're Roman's problem. They're not my problem. I'm not going to be in this match." But by the end of the night, he signed the contract, which was a strange way for them to get from point A to point B, because nothing really happened to change Cody's mind. He was attacked by the Bloodline after the cage match at the beginning of the show. He got attacked by them again at the end of the show when he came out to confront Roman, and then they fought the Bloodline off. And then he signed the contract. So that was kind of goofy. That's a huge match, though. Having Roman and Cody on the same side tagging for the first time. It's also Roman's first match back since WrestleMania. And it will be the first taste that we're going to be able to get of Roman Reigns against Jacob Fatu, which, unless they're doing Rock against Roman at 41, that needs to be the WrestleMania match next year in Las Vegas. Roman Reigns against Jacob Fatu. Did you hear those fans on Friday when they teased it? They wanted to see it. So do I. But I can't imagine Rock is going to be too thrilled to see Roman teaming with Cody. So that's something to keep in mind for down the road as far as potential issues between Rock and Roman. And in that same vein, how are Randy Orton and Kevin Owens going to feel about Cody Rhodes teaming with Roman Reigns? You know, I made this comment on Friday's post show. Why is Cody even still involved in this Bloodline business? All right, he needs to move on from them. Obviously, the match people want to see when it comes to Cody Rhodes is him against Randy Orton. They can use this as a way to get there. With everything that Kevin Owens has been through with Roman Reigns, look how upset he got when Nick Aldis teased giving Roman a rematch with Cody for the title for Bash in Berlin. Owens went on a tirade. He's been screwed over by the Bloodline multiple times over the last 4 years. Randy Orton had 18 months of his career taken away from him because of the Bloodline. They can't be happy about Cody agreeing to stand side by side with Roman Reigns. They have given their bodies for this man. How many times has Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, and Orton in particular, put himself in harm's way to come to Cody's aid, and now Cody is going to stand shoulder to shoulder, side by side with Roman Reigns? So they could use this match to trigger Cody's next storyline and finally get him away from this coming out of Bad Blood. I hope that's what they have in mind. We better hear from Orton and Owens this Friday. They need to confront Cody about this, and they can plant the seeds for what's to come. I still think they should close the show with the Hell in a Cell match, which means they probably would open the show with this tag team match. I mean, I guess it just depends on the finish. If they have something major planned for the finish of that tag team match, then they might close with it. Plus, Cody is sort of the hometown boy. He was raised in Marietta, which is like 20 miles out of Atlanta. It could go either way. Rhea Ripley against Liv Morgan for the Women's World title has been added to the card. Damian Priest will take on Finn Balor. And they're teasing Gunther against Sami Zayn for the World Heavyweight title. I cannot imagine they put that on TV. That needs to happen in Bad Blood. But if they add it, that would make 6 matches instead of the usual 5 for these shows. Even Money in the Bank only had 5 matches. SummerSlam had 7. I think 6 would be fine. Jey Uso won a fatal 4-way on Monday to earn a shot at Braun Breaker and the Intercontinental title. There's no way that ends up on the Bad Blood card. That's going to be a Raw main event. If they already have 5, and that's without Gunther and Sammy, believe me, Braun Breaker and Jey Uso, I'd be shocked if they end up on that Bad Blood card. That's going to be a Raw main event.